In this video, we will continue to create our two-story house here. So ground floor, first floor. So I created some null objects to visualize the floors. And also I started to create the walls on top of the previous floor. And so I'm going to show you how you can like visualize the both floors and how you can align elements. So I've chosen to change the plan a little bit from the first floor to the second floor. And in the previous lesson, we worked with stairs, ramps, and a little bit also with the other IFC elements. So we're going to continue here with BONSAI BIM. And I'm going to show you, as always, some additional tips, tricks that you can use in BONSAI BIM. So first of all, one thing I like to do, since in this version of BONSAI BIM, the stories here, the level, they don't show up. So we can see them in the spatial decomposition, but we can also make them more visible. And also I'm going to make an example by creating a new level right away, new story. So let's select here story and click on plus. And this is going to be like the roof level, or well, it's going to be the base of the roof if we're going to do like a slope or something else. So I'm just going to call it roof, and let's set the height as usual. So I need to make some calculations. So essentially the 3 meters 30 is for the first floor, so we need an additional 3 meters for the so it's going to be like 6 meters 30, where we're going to have the bottom of the roof. And so to place a level right there, okay, so sorry, to place like an annotation, so we're going to go to add, go to empty. So we don't want this to be like visible or anything. We just want this as a reference. So I'm going to click and create an empty object with the axis. And you can also use the cursor. If you use the cursor, when you add things, it's going to position it usually where the cursor is. Now there are some exceptions, but there you go. So I can position it right away, and the cursor snaps to the object. So it's good to use it. And so I'm going to use here this one to show some information. So first of all, let's see what it went. And also you can see that when you create a new story, it's going to go after everything else. It's like, you know, creating a list in the with the latest thing on the bottom. So this is the null object here. I'm going to call it the roof base level, and let's make it an IFC annotation. So I'm just going to assign this IFC class, and this will make it an annotation. And also we could activate this name visualization. So if I move around, I will remember that that's going to be my level right there. Now let's continue. And as I said, I'm starting to work here on the first floor. And so later on, we will do some roofs. Now, before we continue, actually, I want to show you another thing about the ramps and the stairs that we created in the previous lesson. Now, we already have some stairs that we created. So if I click outside here, so using the stair flight tool, but without selecting any stair, let me activate the screencast as well. Okay, so here, if we have this one here, if I delete it, if I delete all the types that I created, so I'm going to go in the little engine here and delete everything, you can see that up here on the left, you have the quick create ramp, the quick create stair right. So I can do that. And this is going to create then okay, let's place like, for example, the cursor right there. So if I add now a stair, should go there. So I add the stair and select the stair tool. Okay, quick create and then add. Okay, so I can position it right there. Actually, it's not going directly, but I can move it. And you can hold the X and the epsilon to stay aligned, like ortho in AutoCAD, or, you know, orthogonal or vertical and horizontal. So this is another way you can start to create stairs. We need, of course, to fix that. And also we created a ramp in the previous lesson. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to remove everything I created. So I want to show you what's the standard here for the ramp. So if I click here, quick create ramp, again, it's going to ask me to add this, and I'm going to add it. Let's say I'm going to add it here on this side, just to make an example. I'm just going to, draw it. And it's like basically creating a slab. So you just need to point out what are the edges, the points here. You can press again X and epsilon, and when you do with the epsilon, you can snap to another point that it's distant, but it's gonna go right there on that. It's like it's projected. And so this is the ramp. It's a bit too extreme, so let's decrease the angle and update. And again, you can create, this is the basic way you can create a ramp. But we also saw the other, like, let's say, more customized in the previous lesson. Okay, I'm gonna delete all this stuff because I don't need it anymore. This was just to show you how you can create those type of stairs and ramps. And one thing I want to show you also, since we deleted these types that we created in the previous video, if you go down here, we will find the project libraries, and in the demo you will find like demo libraries that you can use. So you'll find like stuff in here, which could be like profiles or other assets that you may want to use, or you can just load your library or your asset that you saved in a specific library. And you're gonna see this, and you're gonna see like some attach icon right there, or append icon. And so what I'm gonna do is go to custom library. Since I created a few of them in the previous lesson, I want to bring them back. So instead of like copying and pasting or things like that, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna do also maybe other examples on this. But this is really interesting because you can create your own library. You can store everything into a folder. So my folder in this case is the BONSAI BIM video course folder. So I'm gonna use this. And let's say I want to get something from the previous lesson, which I don't have anymore in terms of IFC elements. So right now this is lesson 17. I'm going to go into lesson 16, and I'm going to do select from this library. And you can see down there are the things that were in the previous lesson. And so you can choose. So if you want to bring now a door that you already set up, you can get like stairs in your case, and give some specific name so you understand better, because I really remember what's cube. It's pretty generic, but I guess this was the ramp that I modeled. Yeah, that it is. So basically you can click on the little append icon, and that's going to bring it directly in here. So you can then reuse them in this new lesson or in the new project. So I think it's a really interesting feature that will be easy to use and useful. So let's continue here, and I want to show you some tips on the visualization, because when you're working on a floor that has another floor underneath, I think that's important to find the correct visualization. Now there is no, let's say, predefine. You can do yourself. You can use the colors, you can use white wireframe, you can use black wireframe, you can use the solid view, you can apply shadows here, you can apply X-ray, you can regulate the transparency. I think that's the most important thing, to regulate the X-ray transparency so you can see underneath. And if you don't have like CAD drawings or anything as a reference, you can use the bottom floor as a reference, or in this case the ground floor, and then you can play around here with the visualization. Remember, when you reopen this IFC model, all of this stuff will be lost, because this is stuff that will be saved in the Blender file, not in the IFC file. But anyway, once you find the good combination, you will start now to work aligned with the bottom floor. In this case, you can see I created the perimeter walls, and now they are